Hey YouTubers, it's Hope2321 again. I am officially off my break and I am back, and tonight's video I am wanting to make is based on psychic readings and what psychics do. And this is more or less an in general topic. It's not exactly in detail or my personal experiences. I've been looking into other people's channels and I've quite frankly found a few comments on other people's channels, especially if they're into spiritualism, Wicca, or even psychics, that say that if you're psychic, you're supposed to know what I'm feeling and thinking. It's not exactly easy to explain how that works. Now, it's not that easy, and it's not how it works. Okay, energy is vast. It's like saying you're able to read what I'm wearing every day, where I'm at every day. I mean, heck, if I had that ability, I'd be able to find out where my lost items were, like my like my cards, or even like my wallet for that matter. It's not that simple, and quite frankly, it'd be a boring world if we had those sorts of abilities. Psychic readings are supposed to be used in higher aspects of the self for the highest good and to help advise people on what direction they need to take. Now, psychic readings aren't written in stone. They can change based on your decisions and your actions. Now, for those of you who have been to medium channelists or mediums, they will give you messages from the other side, and if you do not understand what those messages mean, please ask the psychic what they feel this means, and please ask them to ask the person on the other side what that means. And if you're still confused, wait at least 3 weeks, or at least 3 months, and it might clarify. The answers will come. It might take months, it might take years, who's to say? What I generally do is just ask a question, leave it for a few months, forget about it, and focus on what I'm doing originally with other things like work or with martial arts. And what I find is it generally comes unexpectedly, or through a person, or even through a subject that I'm studying at the moment. Now for those of you who are very new to psychic readings, please do not be afraid of psychics. They are not to be feared. They will not hurt you. I mean, professionally, if they say that they're a psychic, or if they say they're a spirit channelers and such, generally they take their work very seriously, and generally they give out the reading that is meant for you at the time. For those psychics who are scammers or even fakes, please don't pay them any attention. Don't worry about them, and please don't let them throw your opinions off of what you originally thought of psychics in the first place, if it wasn't well-intended thought. Like, don't judge other people based on one psychic reading, because it pretty much makes us look bad. And just because you've had a negative experience, don't take it out on others, please. What else can I say? Okay, with psychic readings, how they generally work is really up to the psychic reader. There are various amounts of ways a reading is conducted. You can either be channeled through the other side, from the other side, sorry, or they could use a tarot reading. They could use a pendulum for yes and no answers. They could use astrology, numerology, that sort of thing, or they could do a dream analysis and aura reading. There's plenty of ways a reading is done. So For those of you who are very new to psychic readings, write down your questions, and make sure they're not generally yes or no answers, please. You generally want a good reading, and you want most of it. You want more answers to your questions. Give open questions, more or less. Okay, when you have a tarot reading, please do not judge the death card. It's not a card to be feared. It does not mean a physical death. It generally just means renewal. Like, if you are stuck with something and the death card shows up, that just generally means just let it go, leave it alone, and move on with something else. Now, if a psychic claims they can see people's death, or even your own physical death, for those of you who are living, ignore it. Cancel the psychic reading. If you feel uncomfortable with it, please cancel. Or for you to be put bluntly, get out. Get out of there if you don't feel comfortable as soon as you can. You can even politely decline or say to the psychic, look, I don't feel comfortable with this reading on where it's heading. I wish to leave, and please cancel this reading. There's another thing too, for protection uses. Spiritually, you can surround yourself with protection, a white glow or light of protection. You can ask an archangel or angel or guide to be with you at the reading. Generally, you should ask for a guide when you're going out anyways. What it does is protects you from whatever the psychic's feeling at the time. Like if they had a really bad day with a really bad customer or clients, or if they had a really, like a funeral, if they've just come back 2 days after a funeral, then generally they'll have a negative energy. Now this isn't something to be feared, okay? It more or less just affects their moods, okay? And if you carry the moods, you're going to feel it too. And that's not exactly what you need. Just surround yourself with protection. Ask for an angel or spirit guide to help you, or meditate. This is both for first-time users and for experts, or should I say, those who know what they're doing. I've done tarot readings before. I'm currently taking a break from tarot readings because I'm studying another religion at this point, and I'd like a break. Yeah, that's all I pretty much have to say. And for those of you who are curious about psychic readings, please do your research, write down your questions, and please don't leave negative comments on other people's channels saying that if you're psychic, please read my thoughts. Oh, I thought so, you're a fraud. Because it's a waste of their time, and it's a waste of their space, and it's a waste of your time. Why invest your energy in something negative when, quite frankly, you can do something better with your time, like make your own YouTube video, or even play some games, socialize. It's not that hard. Okay, I'm leaving now, and thank you for watching. Blessed be.